I'm with Maria Tomasia, the head of the New Bedford Election Commission. Maria, what are some of the biggest issues right now, and what's the state of voter registration in New Bedford?
State of registration to vote in New Bedford is very healthy, to be honest with you. We do have a lot of registered people, some that are on the active lists and some in the inactive, which are still registered, but before they vote, they have to call us in the election office so we can then give the indication that they can, or the okay for them to vote.
What about voting by absentee ballot?
That's the one thing that's increasing not only in Massachusetts but all over the United States, where people now, we all very busy society, so that people have the opportunity and they can vote anytime. As soon as the ballots come in, the absentees, they can vote absentee in the office, and the New Bedford office is always open the Saturday before the election, every Saturday morning from between 8 and 12. So there really is no reason why people can say, I don't have time to vote, because during working hours from 8 to 4, we allow people to vote, and on the Saturday we allow people to vote, and up to 12 noon on the day before the election, which is the Monday.
Are there any restrictions who can vote by absentee ballot?
Anybody. We don't, as long as they say that they're not there, we don't question them what they're going to be doing or not. They're just basically signing an application stating that they're not going to be able to go to their polling place on election day. It's delivered to the polling place on election day, and it's processed the same as if you had been there.
So you recently, the election office actually removed about 7,000 voters from the registration?
Yes, we did, because the law states that if a registered voter misses 2 state elections, which is every 2 years, so if they don't go to vote for 2 elections, 4 years, we can then, we don't remove them, we inactivate them. And they go into actually a separate list that is provided, or then they have to call us. Yeah, but that's the way it works. So people have to understand that the law allows us, and we do send out a notice to the people that they are being removed. If they're still in the city, they can call us, and we will then reactivate them.
So people have till September 14th to vote when the first
people have until the 14th to call us to check on the list, and that's the last day to register, and also the last day to make any changes on the voter list, which is a name, address, party, whatever they may be. Even though the party in the city is not pertinent because it's nonpartisan. The deadlines for the final election is September 14 for the preliminary election, which is going to be October 4th. And then the other one, and I'm not sure, but I think it's October 14, which would be the deadline to register for the municipal election on November 8th. A lot of people in this election, there's been some confusion because there's been talk on the radios about, this candidate is a Democrat, this candidate is a Republican. In local elections, that has no impact whatsoever because, like I just mentioned, it's a nonpartisan, so that the only difference is that each ward, because of the councilor races, the ward councilors, will have a different ballot. Otherwise, everybody basically gets the same ballot. Yeah, they're all alike, except for the ward race. And of course, we're also going to have, in the preliminary, we are going to have the school committee race and Ward 1, which the councilor, and Ward 3 also. Those are the two contested races for the ward councilors.
This program is made possible with support from
NewBedfordGuide.com, your guide to New Bedford and the South Coast region.
And by MenuJoy.com. We show restaurant menus. You browse, you decide.